Hello, and welcome back to City and County Credit Union's Money Lessons for Kids. I'm Lucy, and I am so excited that you're tuning in because, as you can see, we have something really fun in store for you today. But before we dive into the coin bingo fun, let's first go ahead and grab all the supplies that you're going to need for today's video lesson and our at-home activity. So first things first, for the video lesson, you'll want to grab a pair of headphones. And then for your at-home activity, you'll want to grab a copy of this coin bingo sheet, which you can download in the description box below. And then you're going to want to grab some coins. So I'll show you what mine look like. I've grabbed my coins and I've put them together here in a jar. So you can bring out your piggy bank, you can put your coins in a jar like I did, you can set them out on the table. Whatever you have at home will work great. So go ahead and grab your supplies, and then we're going to come back together for our video lesson. Now, before we dive into the coin bingo fun, the very first thing that I want to do is I want to do a coin review because it's been a minute since we've talked about coins. So I'm going to hold up a coin and I want you to try to guess the name of the coin and how much it's worth. And we're going to see how much we remember. So first things first, I've got this one. Do you remember the name of it? Good. If you said nickel, you're correct. And do you remember how much it's worth? If you said 5 cents, you are spot on. All right, next coin is this one. And this one's a little bit of a different color than the last one. Do you remember the name of this one? Bring it a little closer. Yeah, this one is a penny and it's worth, do you remember how much? 1 cent. You got it. Next up, we've got this one. Now this one's a little bit tricky to look at because it is actually the smallest and thinnest coin that we have, but it looks a little bit bigger on screen. Do you remember the name of it? Good, this one is a dime and it is worth 10 cents. And last but not least, my favorite coin of them all is this one. Yeah, do you remember the name? It's a quarter and it's worth how much? 25 cents, you got it. So now that we've done our coin review, I'm gonna set these down and then we're gonna dive into the fun with our coin bingo. So I have my coin bingo board taped up here to the wall, and our goal for this activity is we want to get 4 in a row. So that could be 4 across, 4 down, 4 diagonal, but the goal is to get the coins that I pull out of my jar to match up with the ones up here and try to get 4 in a row. So I'm going to grab my coins and get everything set up, and then we're going to come back and do this activity together. All right, so I've got my coins, so I'm going to draw the first one. Let's see what I got. All right, the very first one that I got is a nickel, and that is worth, do you remember how much? 5 cents, you got it. So I'm gonna look on my board and see if I can find a picture of a nickel, or if I see a number that represents how much it's worth. So I see 5 cents at the top, and I know that a nickel is worth 5 cents, so I'm gonna put my coin there and start off strong in that top row. All right, now I'm gonna grab another one. Okay, up next, I've got that small thin one, which is, do you remember the name of it? It's a dime. Okay, so I've got to find a spot on here that looks like a dime or says 10 cents. And I see 10 cents right here, so I think I'm going to try to match up to that one next. All right, let's grab the next one and see what I can find. Whoop, and I've got this big one. Do you remember the name of that one? It's a quarter. So I'm going to look up here and see where I can find a quarter. And it looks like I've got a quarter up here. So I'm going to try to match that with my top row again. All right, let's grab the next one and see what we get. And this time we got another dime. Do you remember how much a dime is worth? If you said 10 cents, you are correct. So I see another dime right here. So I think I'm going to go for that one. Let's grab the next one and see what we can find. Next up, I got that one that's a different color than the rest, that penny, that's worth 1 cent. And it looks like it matches up to this one up here. So I'm gonna press that right there in the top corner and give my quarter a little push in there as well. Okay, next up, I've got another quarter. So I'm gonna find another spot for my quarter on here. And I think this time, I'm gonna put it on this 25 cents down here in the corner. All right, let's see what I get. And this time I got a nickel, or I'm sorry, a dime. 10 cents, and it looks like that one fits right up there in the corner. So I officially have 4 across the top. I got my bingo. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this cleaned up, and then we're gonna talk through your at-home activity for today. Okay, so for your at-home activity, what I want you to do is I want you to download this coin bingo sheet from the description box below, and I want you to practice at home. So grab your bucket of coins, and I want you to try to match things up, and you can make it extra fun by inviting a friend to join you, and you guys can make it a competition. So you can take turns drawing from the coin bucket and see who can get their bingo the fastest. Now, when you're done, I want you to take a picture of you and your coin bingo sheet and send it to us at social@cccu.com. so that we can see what you've been up to. That is all for today. We'll see you all again next month, and have a great rest of your day.